Feel that. Feel that. This is, we're going to go Jeeps.
Jeeps.
I don't want to leave Run Cliff. I thought we did Run Cliff last time.
I think we did.
Here come the rambling crew, Jerry, Eddie, Cody, too, talking geek and crushing puss, movies, games, 70s bush. Here comes a rambling squad, they are the just talking gods, never cheesy, never bored, contract tied to Skeletor. Here comes the rambling team, making all the hoo-is cream, got all the greatest nerd chat, the ramble Larry Dad. Wow.
Oh.
What a...
Oh.
My goodness. Just Jeeps. Hats off to you, Jeeps. Hats
Jeeps.
off to... Holy shit, no wonder thing looked weird. Got to get
What happened? What's happening?
My lights on. My lighting. It's just... my
Gotta
God.
have the lighting, right?
Nightmare. Fucking nightmare.
Uh.
All right, there we go.
Okay,
Fucking
all set.
voodoo magic, man. Yeah, fuck. There we
Ooh.
go. There it is. There
it
we
is.
go. Oh, man. Here we are. Ramble Radio. This is episode 533. To those not in the know, this is the Ramble Podcast, a geek's guide to pop culture. To those in the know, we're the geeks. I'm a comedian, cancer fighter, podcaster, video game player, Jerry Rocha. Right over there, we got the one and only, my main man.
Comedian, podcaster, Eddie Pence.
And this is about, you can email us, ramble at theramblepod.com. You can follow us on Instagram at Podcast Ramble. We have our YouTube page, The Ramble Tube. You can see our gorgeous faces. We have our merch, TeePublic merch page. So thank you to everybody who's been buying our shit and modeling it. Please do it more. You can subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts. If they do subscriptions, if they do 5-star ratings, if they do positive text reviews, get on all that good shit. Now, this is going to be, and this is the first of many because of some upcoming traveling. We're going to have the Westminster Dog Show.
Yeah, we gotta stack some of these.
We're going to stack some of these. So this one's live. Well, not live.
This one.
But you know what I mean.
This one's live.
This is the most current ramble you'll be getting. Well, though, I guess all of this, today's and tomorrow's.
Yeah.
I would fare.
Yeah.
Anything after that, who knows? What's up? What's the matter? Come on. What's
who
gotten
drove
your goat?
Well, I was reading, I'm reading, the G.I. Joes, the comic books, the digital ones that we were given.
So good. The great Zach Dahlem.
The great Zach Dahlem gave us his G.I. Joe comic, his digital G.I. Joe comics, I think. And I was reading, who drives the tank? Who's the tank driver? What's his name? Do you remember his name?
For the Joes?
Yeah, the Joes, because they had their tank. Because I'm reading the comic book. I think it's issue 4.
Yeah.
4, maybe 3 or 4, where I don't know if you can remember, but it's where the tank is in a parade, which kind of matched up.
Oh, right.
It was during the military parade, and they had like all the generals and stuff on top of those bleachers, right, watching the parade.
Yes.
And then
Yep.
Cobra so brilliantly set up their base under the bleachers.
Under the bleachers. Genius. Absolute genius. It's a great move.
Those early ones are bad.
It's going to get better. It picks up.
I hope. I don't remember them being that bad, but I think that's why I stopped reading them when I was younger.
Yeah, they're bad. It really picks up. It's
because there was a whole comic. Was it Steeler?
Steeler, I thought Mobat. Steeler drove the Mobat.
Oh no, this is whoever drove that friggin' tank, the motorized tank toy.
Yeah, the motorized battle tank, right?
Yeah.
The motorized battle tank in the comic books, it was Steeler.
It might be. It might have been Steeler in the comic. Yeah, whoever it was. They're okay. The whole comic, issue 3 or 4, I forget which one it was, but it's all about this tank being in the parade, and Cobra Commander literally goes and sets up a base underneath the generals on the bleachers.
Under the bleachers.
For the whole purpose.
Not even finger banging.
Finger banging.
That's all you're supposed to do under the bleachers.
Baroness was nowhere to be found under the bleachers. And so
that's
the whole
where you
premise.
need her.
Exactly. The whole story is about this tank in the parade.
Yep.
And Cobra trying to steal the tank during the parade.
This will get him. This will show
And
him.
Cobra, the
This'll
Cobra,
win the war.
Cobra team is their big plan is they've dressed up like the marching band, and they're in front of the tank marching. And I forgot, I guess Steeler or I forgot if it was who's the guy who chews bubble gum all the time.
I know who that. Yeah.
I can't think of any other names right now, but he's commenting how bad the band is, how out of sync the band is.
Right.
And I think he calls down to Steeler, "Hey, what are you doing down there? Are you not seeing this?" And then I guess Steeler has the camera on the tank like hyper zoomed in on the ass of one of the marching band late chicks.
Yeah. Wasn't that Baroness?
I don't think it was Baroness. I don't think we had Baroness at this point.
She was already there. I don't know if she was in this one. Yeah,
I don't think she was in this one because it's like the only Joes we have are like
Ranger,
Zap. There's like Zap, Ranger,
and
it's like the bare bones.
Hawk.
Scarlet was there.
Duke. It's before Duke. It's Snake Eyes, Scarlet, Ranger.
Yeah,
Duke hasn't even shown up.
The whole comic opens up with like there's like 3 Joes, Steeler, the bubble gum guy, and one other guy showing Scarlet the tank and literally hitting on her.
Like, hey, you want to fuck in this thing?
Basically,
hey,
like he's got his hand on her shoulder. It's just like fucking creepy ass Joes.
It's weird. It gets so much better.
Oh, that's why I stopped reading these. I think that's why I stopped reading because they were so bad when I was a kid.
Here's the bad news. It's not going to get great until like 21.
Because the issue prior to the parade one was, I guess, the Joes had captured a robot. What's that? No, that was issue 2. This is where they captured the robot, and they took it all the way down to the bottom level of the G.I. Joe base. Yes. And it was basically the robot trying to reassemble itself and make its way out.
In the base, yeah. So
cast a signal.
The unbeatable Eskimo was in the first 2, right?
Right. Yes, and then who took out the whole Joe team, the unbeatable Eskimo.
The unbeatable Eskimo.
then you had the one with the militia, the Proud Boy militia, where the 2 Joes infiltrated the Proud Boy militia camp.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do like a Brance Davidian thing, and like the bubble gum guy would have been like, I don't know though. Having a bunch of underage girls to be sex slaves ain't the worst idea, huh, gang? Like, okay, all right, let's. All right. Enough. Yeah, they were finding their footing, Larry Hama.
It took a minute. It took a minute.
It takes a minute. Now, when it gets going, it gets cooking. It gets great. But, I'm
on issue 4 or 5, and it's like I'm just slogging through these things. It's bad.
Tough. It will get better. It will get better.
They're bad. I forgot how bad they were. The militia's plan is they had 2 nuclear warheads, the Proud Boy militia, and they were going to fly one over and drop it in Russia to start a nuclear war to wipe everything out. So then they could stay in their bunker, and then when everything's destroyed, they can come out and take over.
Right.
Which is great idea. Because
great idea. The
nuclear fallout's only going to be 30 years.
How could that not work?
How can that not go? And then the backup plan was if they get caught, they just go ahead and detonate the 2nd nuclear warhead in their camp.
This is like a terrorist. It's like a terrorist version of guys who think they can beat Vegas with their. You know what I mean? Like of 2 guys like in there. Dude. You just give me the right signal. We'll always win at blackjack. Like that.
I got a roulette system. It's flawless.
There's no way we're losing. The same thing. If we just get them to nuke each other.
Look, if it doesn't land on 0 or 00 or black 17, we'll win $5 every time.
Fine.
You got to bet $150, but we'll win $5 every time.
It's gold. This was like, you could tell with those early wins, nobody at Marvel or maybe even Hasbro gave a fuck about like sure, yeah, all right.
I mean, at that point, because I was like the cartoons going back and watching can be kind of rough, but like they were they were light years better than those early comics. Light years. I mean, it was fucking light years.
Let me see if I might have some on my actual computer here. I'm trying to remember I remember the parade when thinking
The parade one's brutal. I
that
almost
might
threw
be
in the
the
towel.
darkest hour.
I almost
That
threw
might
in the
be.
towel.
That might be the darkest hour, the parade one.
I mean, the unbeatable Eskimo was hard to swallow.
Oh, well, I got bad news. It's the last you see of him. There's the unbeatable Eskimo is they ain't done with him. The unbeatable Eskimo comes back. He is to be seen again.
Oh,
Yeah,
they never made a figure of that dude, did they?
We never got the unbeatable Eskimo.
The most dominant GI Joe of all time.
This guy beat the shit out of everybody.
Outsmarted him too.
Outsmarted him. So Baroness is right off the bat. She's in the very first episode. She's the villain who's trying. They're on the train with the blonde politician lady, and the Baroness is the one who kidnaps her, right?
Yeah.
And, So like, Baroness, you get her fine ass right off the bat.
But she's not in that. She's not under the bleachers during the parade.
Where she needs to be.
Where she needs to be. With CC.
That'll get you down there. Now let's see. I'm looking now. This is gonna take.
You could scroll to the panel of fucking him watching the parade. I forget the marching band leader.
He's just being
looking at her ass on the video camera.
And he's just being a goddamn creep.
Just being a fucking creep.
Yeah, issue 2, we get the unbeatable Eskimo.
Just dominant Eskimo.
It really was. It was just like, I am the Eskimo.
If you had an entire unit of those Eskimos,
you're unbeatable.
You're unbeatable.
You're unbeatable.
You're unbeatable.
All right, let's get to issue 4 here. That was, and Eddie, I was like, the robot thing, the unbeatable Eskimo and the robot. I was like, okay.
And then you get the Proud Boy militia camp.
Yes, and then you get with the guy with the little handlebar mustache
with the Raleigh fingers mustache.
Yeah, the Raleigh fingers. Yeah, and then you have the big parade, and it was so. Issue 4 is the rough. Proud Boys. I think issue 5 is the parade.
Oh.
And I believe, you have the Mobat tank in Central Park on the cover fighting all the. What is terrible?
I just can't believe Cobra risks everything to be right under the G.I. Joe generals to try to steal
a tank.
Like that's going to make a difference in the war.
That's going to win it. This will get him. I'm telling you, it's going to get better. But let me see if issue 5 or 6 is where it gets better. Okay, I think issue 6 gets. I think that's that. I'm telling you, it's going to get really good. Like there's the point when this turns a corner.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it quickly goes from 89 Cowboys to 92 Cowboys. Like it.
Okay. All right.
It's a like whoa shit.
All right.
But there's a lot you're gonna have to fight through in the first 10.
It's rough, man.
I think the first 10 are probably the hardest ones.
I mean, we're like in Men in Black 3 territory right now.
Oh,
like that's where we are with these.
I didn't even bother seeing that one.
I caught it on cable. And I'm like, woo.
I was like, no, I'm good. I can't. I thought 1 was fun.
One was fun.
2, remember, they're like, oh, whatever.
2, I was like, okay, but we don't need any more.
Yeah, we don't need.
It's like 2 was good, but we don't need more.
Okay, now we got more of them. All right, then. I guess we're not done. That was, but this it's gonna take some time and some patience. Right. But when it gets good, whoo, it gets really.
Speaking of GI Joe, Hasbro, their GI Joe line just announced, I guess, coming out. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
Oh.
Which is shocking to me. Of all the characters in G.I. Joe lore, this character, right now, is getting his third figure.
Snake Eyes, you would think.
You would think Snake Eyes.
Shadow.
Storm Shadow. Well, Storm Shadow's already got 3. He's already got 3.
That's true. Destro.
And
Destro would be good,
Cobra Commander with the hood, maybe?
That'd be great. Yeah,
something.
Armored Cobra Commander.
No, we're getting our third Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh God, there we go.
We're getting our third Sergeant Slaughter.
We're gonna have to get
right
him
there.
though with one of his Marauders, right? Who's that
Yep.
guy? I forgot that guy's name.
That is Mercer, Felix Mercer Stratton.
Mercer. That is.
But this one you can take off the corporal hat and put on the. He's got a whistle.
Oh,
He can put the whistle in his mouth.
Look
at that.
He's. Hey, you can take as much dick and jizz.
And here he's checking out some tight asses and jeans.
Look at that. He's checking at Mercer. He's looking at.
He's fucking catcalling Mercer's ass right there.
He purposely told Mercer to bend over and grab something for him, and then
he's giving a cobra the boot.
Look at that. Look at that.
Maggot. Look at him dressed down. He's got the beret on.
Oh, shit.
He's stepping out in style.
God damn, he's got more outfits than Christy Nome. Look at him. He's just...
Check out the fucking uppercut.
Oh. Nah. Wait, what's Mercer doing there?
He's just hanging out, just in the background, just chilling.
How is Mercer? There's like 9 people. Look at that. Sarge doesn't need any help, but still.
No, he doesn't need help, dude. He doesn't need help. Not the Sarge. The third Sergeant Slaughter figure from the G.I. Joe line.
Hey, we'll let you know how good it is.
I will let you know.
We will have a review of it soon. Now, as good as this was, this Ramble Radio, the growing pains of the G.I. Joe comics.
Oof, yeah.
Is that a good way to put it?
That's definitely the way to put it.
I mean,
or how I almost quit G.I. Joe.
The parade. God.
G.I. Joe growing pains, or how I almost quit.
I think I almost quit G.I. Joe. Like it was I forgot to tell you how bad the first at least 8 or then it's gonna get good.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. I'll keep trudging along, but fuck.
21's we're like, okay, whoa.
That's like 15 more to go. I can't do 15 more of these parades. I can't. These issues.
They're not all great. There's gonna be some stumbling, but then it just starts.
I am looking forward to the
good.
Unbeatable Eskimo, though. I am looking forward to the Eskimo.
He's coming back. Unbeatable Eskimo is, and unbeatable as he ever was. He comes back. He's like Hogan in '87. There's just no stopping this
can't
guy.
touch him.
There's no stopping the Unbeatable Eskimo. Oh man, it's like what the fuck are you doing then? If you're this ultimate of a soldier.
You're just hanging out in the snow?
Why
no one's recruiting you?
No one's hiring you to do. You can't get a job. You just fucking guy's eating fucking Alpo out of a can. And
he's fucking bound. Whatever contract he's bound to, he fulfills, but not one step more. He doesn't go past his contract.
All he can do. He's a
man of honor.
Man of honor. It's very well. As fun as this has been, the bad news is.
Oh yeah,
we do have contractual.
Okay. Skeletor.
Oh, boy.
I mean, obviously, your line of toys was rival G.I. Joe at the time in the mid '80s. Did you have a character in the He-Man line in the comics that was so unbeatable, but we never got to see him made into a toy or her made into a toy?
Eddie, that's a wonderful question, and I'm glad that you asked me that. Yes, it was actually a villain. Well, they called them a villain. I called them a compatriot, a friend. And it was basically a version of me that was it was called Tricox. Remember Triclops, of course. This is Tricox, and it was just different stages of my cock that you would put on the figure. You would kind of spin it, and it was just 3 different stages of my cock. And yes, absolutely unbeatable, indestructible, and of course, even at its most flaccid, a force to be reckoned with. And something that, He-Man and all those losers just shit their pants when they see him coming. Get it? Get it coming? Tricox. It was Tricox.
Tricox.
Everyone should have had a figure. It would have been 3. People could have used them as dildos. We're going to make them battery operated. There's many different uses for the toy. So a single mom
could get herself off and then hand it to her kid. Okay, go back to your adventure. I needed this for a moment. Something that kind of thing. And so yes, it's a tricox. It's very, very upsetting. There's still about 750,000 unopened tricoxes out there in Eternia, and they'll never find them. I'll tell you what, buddy, they'll never find them, pal. I'll tell you, because they're buried in the one place big enough to hold them all and still make it a secret. And I bet you're wondering, well, my God, what place could where could that be? What could be big enough? Go ahead. It's all right. Go ahead. You have my permission.
Where?
He-Man's mother's pussy! Because it's so gigantic. You understand? You get the physics. That's the basic.
It's huge.
Tricox.
Okay, all right.
Well, all right then. Cinesnob.net.
Yes,
That's a
get
big
them on
one. They
Rotten
got
Tomatoes,
they got a new website.
big
Cinesnob
shiny new,
podcast,
brand new.
Big shiny new. It's a go follow them. Get them on Rotten Tomatoes so we can
Do
fix
it.
Loquisha, Crocodile Dundee, 2 and
2.
3.
Yeah.
Let's get that. Also, all that. So there we go. Eddie, where can all the fine folk find you?
Well, 5 days a week, patreon.com, The Ralph Report. Tuesdays, Fridays, Ramble Radio. Wednesdays, Ramble Proper here on the Podderation Network. And then also on Fridays, Not Today with Jen Sturger.
Look at that. You can find me in all the same places you can find Eddie and Cody, Ramblin' Locales. I'm streaming games most nights of the week at Retro Rocha on Kick and Twitch, and just my name on YouTube. Subscribe to everything that we do, our YouTube channels, listen to our comedy albums, all that good shit. We love you all. Stay safe out there. Enjoy the music, and we'll be back tomorrow for a regular Ramble.
Ooh.
How exciting is that? There we go. Look at that.
Boom.
Oof. Oh. Yeah, it's... Look, let me tell you something. They're going to...
Yeah.
The Unbeatable Eskimo is going to get a very unnecessary push. And you're just like, what? Okay. Like, it's...
I mean, because he obviously disappears because I don't ever recall him anywhere in the toy line or the
ever in
cartoon
the
line.
cartoon. Yeah, but he gets a push. He gets... When you see him again, it's like, oh, this motherfucker again? Like... Jesus fucking Christ, this guy...
Is he getting like a Brock Lesnar push? Like just
absolutely
an unbeatable Brock Lesnar push until we find out
every time you see him, he can't be beat. It's like, all right.
Sex trafficking.
Right.